Hi everyone, it's your girl Liz here with Drivers That Direct. In today's permit test prep video, we're covering the very important topic of alcohol and drugs. It's necessary that you pay extra close attention to the questions we're about to cover in this video. This isn't only a matter of memorizing answers for your permit test day, but a matter of making responsible choices for the rest of your driving life. Driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol can cause some serious irreversible damage to you and to others. According to the CDC, more than 10,000 people in the US die each year due to an alcohol-impaired driver. And it's not just alcohol you need to be careful with. Driving while impaired by any substance can be fatal. This includes marijuana and certain prescription and over-the-counter medications. So now that we've established the importance of this matter, let's review the permit test questions together. Let's go ahead and see question number 1. Whose responsibility is it to know how your medications affect your driving? Is it A, your doctor's, B, your pharmacist's, or C, yours? The correct answer is C, yours. Any drug that can cause drowsiness or dizziness is one that you should not take before driving. So please make sure that you read the label and know the effects of any drug that you use. Now let's see the next question, question number 2. If you are caught driving with a blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, at or above the legal limit, A, you may be fined by the court, B, your breath test result by itself cannot be used to convict you, or C, your driver license will automatically be revoked. The correct answer is A, you may be fined by the court. The court can punish you for driving with a BAC above the legal limit, and the court's action may involve payment of a fine, jail time, suspension, or having your driving privilege revoked, and completion of a DUI program. Now let's move on to question number 3. Smoking inside a vehicle when a person younger than 18 years of age is present is A, legal if it is your child, B, illegal at all times, or C, not restricted by law. The correct answer for this one is B, illegal at all times. Do not smoke with a minor in the vehicle at any time because you can be fined. Now let's see question number 4. If you are detained or arrested for driving with a blood alcohol concentration at or above the legal limit, A, you may be asked to renew your driver license, B, you may be told to drive another type of vehicle, or C, DMV can take an administrative action against your driving privilege. Correct answer for this one is C, DMV can take an administrative action against your driving privilege. So the DMV can take an administrative action against your driving privilege after you are detained or arrested, and the court may take a separate action such as suspend, revoke, or delay the license for the same offense. Remember, DMV's action is related only to your driving privilege. The court's action may involve payment of a fine, jail time, suspension, or revoking your driving privilege, and a completion of a DUI program. Now let's move on to question number 5. If you are convicted of driving with an excessive blood alcohol concentration, you may be sentenced to serve A, up to 12 months in jail, B, up to 6 months in jail, or C, no jail time, but you must pay a fine of $500. And the answer for this one is B, up to 6 months in jail. If you are convicted of driving with an excessive BAC or while under the influence of either alcohol or drugs or both, DUI, you may be sentenced to serve up to 6 months in jail and to pay a fine as well. Now let's see question number 6. Which of these statements about drugs and driving is true? A, any prescription drug is safe to use if you don't feel drowsy. B, only illegal drugs can impair your driving. Or C, even over-the-counter drugs can impair your driving. The correct answer is C, even over-the-counter drugs can impair your driving. Remember that all medications, whether they're prescription or over-the-counter, are potentially dangerous, and even over-the-counter medicines that you take for colds and allergies can make you drowsy, and that can affect your driving ability. All right, now let's move on to the next question, number 7. You have consented to take a test for the alcohol content of your blood, breath, or urine. A, only if an accident has occurred. B, only if you have been drinking alcohol, or C, whenever you drive in California. The correct answer is C, whenever you drive in California. When you drive in the state of California, you consent to take a test of your breath or blood, or under certain circumstances, your urine, if you are arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or a combination of both. And now let's see question number 8. Which of these statements is true about drinking alcohol and driving? A, if you can walk a straight line after drinking, it is safe to drive. B, alcohol affects judgment, which is needed to drive safely. Or C, if you are under the legal blood alcohol concentration limit, then your driving is not impaired. Well, correct answer for this one is B, alcohol affects judgment, which is needed for driving safely. You lose your judgment when you drink alcohol or use drugs. As a matter of fact, it's often one of the first things about you that changes. So loss of judgment or good sense affects how you react to sounds, what you see, and the speed of other vehicles around you. Now let's see question number 9. It is illegal for a person under 21 years of age to drive with a blood alcohol concentration that is blank or more. Is it A, 1/100th of 1%, B, 800th of 1%, or C, 500ths of 1%? The correct answer for this one is going to be A, 100ths of 1%. There is a zero tolerance for alcohol use if you are under 21. If your BAC measures 100ths of 1% or higher, the officer may take your license, issue you a temporary license for 30 days, give you an order of suspension for 1 year, and then determine whether to release you, turn you over to the authorities, or worse yet, contact your parents. Spooky. All right, let's see our last question, number 10. Driving under the influence of any medication which impairs your driving is permitted. A, under no circumstances. B, if you don't feel drowsy. Or C, if it is prescribed by a physician. The correct answer is A, under no circumstances. It is illegal to drive under the influence of any substance that impairs your ability to drive safely. And this includes alcohol, prescription medications, over-the-counter medications like we saw, and of course, illegal drugs. The only way to help reduce the number of DUI-related incidents is if every driver makes smart choices and practices responsible driving. I'm really glad you analyzed these questions with us today because it shows that you're on the right track to becoming a safe and responsible driver. If you have any questions about anything that we saw today, feel free to let us know in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for watching and stay safe out there.